You're welcome back to Channel Sport. This morning we're still previewing tonight's pre-World Cup friendly between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Serbian national team. We're trying to establish connection with Super Eagles media officer as well, to Tony Bitoye, to give us updates from the camp, because we're hearing some players are definitely missing. Kelechi Iheanacho, for example, is out with a fractured hand. Mikel Obi is still missing, still trying to sort out his work permits. I think we're going to talk about that in a bit now. We're going to ask Toby why a player as fundamental as Mikel Obi to the national team will miss 2 pre-World Cup friendlies because of work permits issues. Austin, that one is not a lot of people seem to be talking about it, and I wonder why. Mikel Obi is very vital to that side. Right. He's not the only one that plays in China. Igalo plays in China as well too. No work permit issues.
But maybe different situations. Different situations.
I don't know.
Maybe he's been given a particular time to get this work permit sorted. We don't know, but let's throw it to Toby, because I'm struggling with it. but Toby, yes, even if it's because of work permits and it's not coming out, as a captain, presence is important. He could have just shown up for the match.
Listen, the work permit issue is not allowing him to fly out of China, or what is it? Because he's got a British passport, doesn't he? So with his British passport, I think he can fly in and out. But, you know, these Chinese clubs could be very funny, and they could have some very shady clauses in their contract, and that could be it, because I don't think it should be that difficult for his flying in and out of China. Esther Toshoala plays in China, and she goes in and out. You know, Igalo as well, like you mentioned, plays in China. Mikel is a British citizen, so why would you stop him from flying to London from China with a British passport? So this needs more light. You know, I don't think we can be here speculating, because we'll never get to the end of it.
And you know, Tayo, that's what I always say. It's important to speak to the media. Cholobi Mikel is the captain of the team. These days, you don't even need to call a press conference. You sit in front of some video conferencing, and you know, I'll miss the team. I'm stuck here because I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Just get words out there so they don't leave persons in the dark or make people start asking questions, because the World Cup is a huge project and you're the captain of the team. So it's important that persons know that your commitment level is still high. Absolutely,
commitment level, that's the word there. To be fair to John Obi, Mikel, it's been on social media, you know, wishing the team well, you know, saying how unfortunate it is that it's going to be missing out of this game, but that's not enough. If you ask me, not enough at all. But it is what it is. The team played without him against Poland, got the win. But you and I know how Mikel, how important the kind of role he's going to play at the World Cup, and for him to be missing these 2 games, it's not good enough.
Yeah, it's not, because you know, like I said earlier, the team is missing a creator. Partly, and this is someone that is comfortable on the ball. He has a very good range of passing, both short and long passes. So if you look to break down a team, even through the use of flanks, he's someone that can switch play easily. He can direct the attack from left to right. And I think if we had Mikel available, it would be very fantastic. We would like to see him against Poland and against Serbia, who are very similar teams to Croatia, who will be playing at the World Cup.
I know.
You know, Croatia have very good midfielders and very good wingers, and I would like to see how Mikel will be able to hold his own against such teams. But unfortunately, we couldn't.
Too bad.
But the good thing is we have good quality in this Super Eagles team. So Coach Ghana Raw will be saying, look, yes, we're missing our captain, but we can go out with the quality we have and do and execute the match. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Let's see details of that match between Nigeria and Serbia. Good information that you can use. The match will be played today, Tuesday, March the 27th. Where is the venue? Tayo told you, but I'll say it again. The Hive is Barnet FC Stadium, is their home ground, and that's at Cannons Park in London. Time is 8 p.m. So put that down. If you're not in London to be cheering the team, wear your Super Eagles jersey. It might not be the new one. You can put on the old one, put on your muffler, put on anything green and white. Say, go Super Eagles. Very important match for the team. And Toby, Joel Obi says, whatever we're doing is important that this team keeps the winning mentality.
Good point. Good point. We're unbeaten in 9 games, you know, and it's surprising for the national team, you know, not to have lost in 9 games. I played games against Argentina or Algeria twice, played games against Zambia Cameroon twice. You know, it's not as if we played against very cheap teams. You know, they are very top quality national sides, and we're unbeaten. Even against Poland, world number 6. You know, it just showed the kind of quality in the squad right now and the mentality. Like he said, Serbia on the other side, in their last 5 games, they've only won just 2, losing against Morocco. You know, and it was including games against China and North Korea. You know, they lost to Austria as well. So it just shows you that Nigeria are, to me, favorites to win this game. You know, even ahead of the Europeans. Yeah.
Interestingly, let's just quickly go to social media, Austin. A few messages to talk about, and they're both are talking about the same issue, really. Unfon Etelbong says basically disagreeing with Toby about Tyrone Eboy. We also have from Kelvin Amata. He's also saying Tyrone Eboy, you know, given the few minutes he's played for Nigeria, is a very, very solid prospect. Toby, do you have anything to say about those two messages now?
It's football. It's football. And we watch the same game, you know, but we see from different perspectives. True. You know, that's their own perspective. I would definitely respect it, no doubt. But my own perspective is a bit different. And I didn't think Tyrone just looked the part. You know, he just looked a little bit too fragile and too lanky for me, and I'm not too comfortable with him, you know, especially when defending. He looks quite technical, very comfortable on the ball, but for a fullback going to the World Cup, I think that's not all that matters. What's more important is how can you stop your man 1v1, how can you defend for your team, and Shehu Abdullahi does that perfectly, and also does Olaino.
What about the fact that Tyrone is still very young, and going to the World Cup might just be that exposure that he needs to go on to become a great player? I mean, we've seen young players really go to the World Cup at times without even featuring. Ronaldo already comes to mind. De Lima, that was a 1994 World Cup.
World Cup at the age of 16.
Still World Cup as well. So him being part of the team, I don't think is the worst thing in the world.
Good point. But, you know, that extra young player is a luxury. It's not something that you're afforded every time, you know, especially when the whole team is young. So why would you want a young fullback who might not play? If you take a young player, it could be an attacking player or a midfielder that could learn from the other guys, not a fullback necessarily. His time will come, definitely, but not yet. You know, who is he going to learn from? Olaino, Shehu Abdullahi. You know, these guys are barely his age mates, you know, so that's my point. You know, I would rather you take a young striker that can learn from the likes of Igalo. You know, someone like Junior Ajayi, I would love to see him tonight, you know, at some point against Serbia. You know, and I think Tyrone will get his time. He might even make the squad. It's not my